Welcome, wrestling fans, to this WWE show review on Tim Reynolds Show, as I'm reviewing the Monday Night Raw from December 9th, 2024, and this Raw would be kicked off with the World Heavyweight Champion Gunther, as he would come out to address the WWE Universe after what happened last week in a one-on-one matchup against Dominic Mysterio. We would see Finn Balor come out and attack Gunther, laying him out inside the middle of the ring with 4 coup de graces off the top rope as he makes a huge statement, which would lead to Finn Balor getting a one-on-one matchup against Gunther for the World Heavyweight Championship at Saturday night's main event. And that's what we would see Gunther come out to talk about, saying that Finn Balor is a fraud and he's done nothing to deserve this title match. And then that's when we would see Finn Balor interrupt the World Heavyweight Champion as Judgment Day was by his side. Finn would tell Gunther that he could have just gave him his title shot when he asked him last week after helping him at Survivor Series, and that he's right about one thing, that this will not be the same at Survivor Series, because at Survivor Series he helped Gunther walk out as the World Heavyweight Champion, but at Saturday night's main event he'll be walking out as World Heavyweight Champion. And then that's when we would see Gunther telling Finn Balor that he's done nothing to earn this title opportunity and that Finn Balor is not on his level, as Gunther then would be attacked by the Judgment Day as Carlito, Dirty Dominic Mysterio, and JD McDonough, one half of the World Tag Team Champions, would gang up to attack Gunther. But before that, we would see Damian Priest comes out to try to even the odds to help out Gunther, of all people, as he starts beating down all the members of Judgment Day, trying to get his hands on Finn Balor and beat him down and attack him as well. But we would see Gunther get into the fight as well as he starts attacking Finn Balor inside the ring, laying him out. But then Gunther attacks Damian Priest, of all people, as Gunther is laying waste to Priest, going to put him through the commentator's table. But that's when Finn Balor would take advantage of these two guys fighting each other, and the Judgment Day would beat down both Gunther and Damian Priest, as Finn Balor makes another huge statement, laying out both Damian Priest and Gunther, as we will now see Finn Balor go one-on-one with Gunther at Saturday night's main event. But what a chaotic way to kick off Monday Night Raw, as we would then see backstage as General Manager Adam Pearce would tell the Judgment Day, after they were celebrating these attacks, that now Finn Balor will have a triple threat match at Saturday night's main event, as Damian Priest has now been added to that title match, and Finn Balor is not too happy. But guess what? Adam Pearce has more bad news, as he tells Finn Balor that he will also have to defend his World Tag Team Championships with JD McDonough next week against the War Raiders on Monday Night Raw, and Judgment Day is banned from ringside. Then we would see Liv Morgan tell Finn Balor, "Don't worry, you got this, you can handle it, and hey, do you have any advice for me and Raquel for our upcoming matches? Because we all know when we listen to Finn, we win, right?" As we are now starting to see the cracks show up here in this faction of the Judgment Day. What will happen next after we've seen a chaotic way to kick off Monday Night Raw? As we would see the Wyatt Six versus the Final Testament and Miz, and we would see an awesome match to kick off Monday Night Raw, as the Wyatt Six really would lay waste to the Final Testament and Karrion Kross and AOP, as the Miz was just running around all over this match. But we would see Uncle Howdy in the end get the mandible claw right on the Miz. But after that, we would see Paul Ellering come back as he throws powder into the face of Uncle Howdy, and that's when Karrion Kross would take advantage to get the pinfall victory on Monday Night Raw, as the Final Testament defeats Wyatt Six. What a matchup to start Monday Night Raw. Next on Monday Night Raw, we would see an interview with CM Punk backstage, asked about Seth Rollins, and Punk would says he doesn't understand the hate coming from Seth Rollins, as he remembers he used to train A. Rollins back when he was 16 years old back in the day, but Seth doesn't mention that much, as he understands that CM Punk cast a big shadow, especially the way he was in this company before he left. But after he left, Seth Rollins was the one to carry this company on his shoulders, but now that he's back, the start starting QB is back in the company. Seth Rollins needs to go back to the bench. And then we would see after that on Monday Night Raw, we have our next match of the night as we would see Women's World Champion Liv Morgan go one-on-one with Dakota Kai. And we would see Kai really put up a good fight in this one, but Pure Fusion Collective would come out and distract Dakota Kai as we would see Liv Morgan get the victory here. And afterwards, we would see Sonya Deville and Shayna Baszler and also Zoe Starks attack Dakota Kai. And then we would see Damage Control, Io Sky, and Kairi Sane come out to have the back of Dakota Kai, beating down Pure Fusion Collective. But that's when Liv Morgan would strike on the number one contender, Io Sky, laying her out in the middle of the ring with an Oblivion as she sends a huge statement to Io Sky, the number one contender for the Women's World Championship at Saturday night's main event, where we will see Women's World Champion Liv Morgan go one-on-one with Io Sky. Next, we would see a video promo from Drew McIntyre telling us all what happened last week and why he attacked Sami Zayn, and also confessing to attacking Jey Uso in the back as he saw Sami Zayn and Jey Uso team up with Roman Reigns and CM Punk at Survivor Series War Games, and that made him sick, and he knew he had to come back from Scotland to change the future, to prove that 2025 will be the year of Drew McIntyre and the Scottish Warrior, and prove that that's just not a nickname, that he's coming for Sami Zayn, as that's his next victim. Then next on Monday Night Raw, we would see Seth freaking Rollins come out to the ring to address the WWE Universe, saying, "Give it up for my guy CM Punk," after that interview backstage, as he would say, Punk has a masterclass in turning the truth into his way and proving why he's a fraud and a con man. Just with that statement right there, always proving and playing the victim, and he's sick of it, as he's saying to CM Punk that he's tired of him trying to tear this company down like he did for 10 years when he was gone. And during that time, we actually see that Seth Rollins was a friend of CM Punk's, and when he texted him or called him, did CM Punk ever text or call back? No, as CM Punk was just trying to run the company through the dirt and through the mud, and he ain't gonna have none of that. And then that's when Seth Rollins would be interrupted by Sami Zayn, who would come out to apologize to Seth Rollins after last week when he accused Rollins of being the person to attack Jey Uso in the back, as we found out that was Drew McIntyre. And after that apology, Seth would say, "Why did you think it was me? Why was I the first one that you thought of after Jey was attacked?" And Sami would confess to Seth Rollins that you just were crazy last week, man. You weren't yourself, and what I seen with you, man, I don't know. I just didn't see the Seth Rollins that I know, that I grew up with, that our kids hang out and play with one another. That just wasn't you, man, last week. And then we'd also see Sami tell Rollins that he thinks he's taking this CM Punk thing way too serious, and he also sees that it's so serious that he's going to have to stand back and let Rollins handle this on his own. And that's when Rollins would say thank you to Sami Zayn for that, and reminds him that he's also got a problem to take care of as well. And then that's when Sami Zayn would address the crowd talking about Drew McIntyre, as Sami Zayn says he's not going to back down from Drew, and that he's not scared of him, and that his mind is focused on one thing, and that is taking on Drew McIntyre. And he's already talked to General Manager Adam Pearce, and it's official, as we will see Sami Zayn go one-on-one with Drew McIntyre at Saturday night's main event. Then, as Sami was walking away, he would be attacked by Drew McIntyre, as the Scottish Warrior would lay out Sami Zayn with a huge kick, as he makes a huge statement, beating down Sami Zayn before Saturday night's main event, where they will have a match, as Drew McIntyre lays out Sami Zayn on Monday Night Raw. Then we would have our next match of the night, which would be a triple threat match in the women's division. And this would also be a triple threat in the women's Intercontinental Championship tournament, as we would see Lila Valkyria go against Selena Vega and up against Ivy Nile. And these three women would leave it all inside the ring. And we would see Lila Valkyria get the victory as she advances in the Intercontinental Women's Championship tournament with this victory on Monday Night Raw. Next, we then see an interview backstage with the New Day as they were asked about why they turned their backs on their friend Big E last week, as this has been a buzz amongst the WWE Universe all week long, and we even seen backstage to start Monday Night Raw, everybody was shunning the New Day, including Alpha Academy and even the WWE Champion Cody Rhodes, as he was in a meeting with General Manager Adam Pearce, walking out of his office, and he would run into Woods and Kofi Kingston and tell them both that he's known them both for a long time and that they should be ashamed of themselves for what they did to Big E. After this, we would then see Woods and Kofi come out to the ring to address the crowd in the WWE Universe to try to explain what happened, but the crowd would let them have it in Wichita, Kansas, as they would not let the New Day talk whatsoever, as we're seeing new chants we've never heard before about New Day sucks, as they were chanting for Big E as well, and did not let Kofi Kingston or Xavier Woods get a word out edgewise here on Monday Night Raw with this interaction. As Monday Night Raw, we would have our main event of the evening, as we would see Rhea Ripley go one-on-one with Raquel Rodriguez in an anything goes matchup, where we would see all kinds of weapons involved in this match, including trash cans, kendo sticks, tables, and even steel chairs, as these ladies would go at it and leave everything inside and outside the ring. And you know it would not be long before we would see Women's World Champion Liv Morgan try to come out to help out her friend Raquel, and we would see Rhea and Raquel rip each other apart. But at the very end, we would also see Io Sky come out to even the odds as she attacks Liv Morgan to help out Rhea Ripley, and we would see Rhea Ripley hit the Riptide through the table on Raquel Rodriguez as she gets the victory in the main event. And after, we would see both Io Sky, the #1 contender for the Women's World Championship, and Rhea Ripley grab the title belt at the same time and go to lift it up together as they stare each other down inside the ring to end Monday Night Raw, as Rhea Ripley has her eyes set on the Women's World Championship. But will she have to go through Io Sky after Saturday night's main event, or Liv Morgan, as Saturday night's main event is coming up this weekend? And this has been your WWE show review on Tim Reynolds Show. Make sure you guys like and subscribe to the channel, and let me know in the comments what you guys thought of this WWE show review. And hey, we got Saturday night's main event returning to NBC, as WWE has this premium live event ready to go with a stat card that's full of championships on the line. That should be really awesome to check out. Thank you guys for hanging out here. Make sure you like and subscribe to Tim Reynolds Show, and make sure you guys check out more from these WWE show reviews on this sports entertainment channel, Tim Reynolds Show. Thank you for all the support, guys. Peace out, and make sure you guys like and subscribe to the channel.